defense set on first down. He wants to throw. He's going to go for a big one. Holds it in on the left. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown ball.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. And it'll be caught on the right sideline, but the officials saying he was just out of bounds on the right side. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Smashes through. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Slithers into space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for space. It's Jordan. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5. Georgia State jumps back to the line. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds his man. It's Jordan. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Panthers look to keep this drive humming. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia State 7, Tennessee 6.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Time to take a shot. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Movement here from the tight end. They go right back to him. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Step it up.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now on first down from the 30.
Single. Ready, kid. Check. Blue 42 stroke. Over.
They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Milroe. Working that left side now. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Georgia State jumps back to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
White 53. White, switch it.
On the run, it's Monaga. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field.
Kick.
They'll try to pick up the 1st. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
The AT unit on the field. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Looking to throw at Sanders. Going for the big play. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Quarterback will audible.
Check. Right 83, switch. Right 83, switch.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
That makes the score Georgia State 17, Tennessee 6.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense.
Black 14, check. Red 70, black saw. Deal.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. This guy can throw it. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Coming after him. Going deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Check. White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider choice.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting to drive with a first and goal. There it is, trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
At the 11-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia State 24, Tennessee 6.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Rocky switch. White 180.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the punishment has been extended.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to run it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Tennessee offense will take over. First and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Quickly out to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after that completion.
Combo. White 53. White 53.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for room. It's Judkins. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. White going to attack through the air. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Judkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires one high and deep. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. It's a reverse. Breaks the tackle. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. White wants to throw it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult.
And he intercepts it, taking it the other way. He's at the 30, the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Lining up for the play, push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Still on his feet. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
White going to attack through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia State 14, Michigan State 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Spartans have enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down. It's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They'll give it to him again. At the 35, he's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Spartans want to move quickly. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
That's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Branch. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
White wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Grab near the sticks. It's Judkins. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. White going to attack through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Georgia State.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He turns it loose to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. At the 45 on his way. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Sparty. And the comeback is on. Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. And the quick shuffle pass.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. White wants to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. He leaves it with his back. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, there's not a defensive coordinator in America that on 3rd and 10 is not thinking about pass. You bring in your pass packages, rush the passer. How about this offense? Run the football right at you for the big gain, pick up the first down, catching this defense off guard.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Right back to the well. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Oh, look out! Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
16.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Good enough for 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia State 28, Michigan State 16.
First down to start the drive after the break. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. completion to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Spartans in the hurry up. White going to attack through the air. Lets it fly. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide out in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
The give as they work on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver shows motion. They feed him again. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Afterburners coming. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Georgia State comes to the line with a first and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Panther! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to advance on the football.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
And this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. Oh, he was hoping for the picks.
Do you want to get spanked? You don't want it.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Branch.
Easy
Rolling
dogs.
the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense.
You don't have a mic.
Give to the back. And he
Come on.
finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The sure hands, it's Judkins.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The receivers often
Well,
run
where
their
are you?
route based on a side adjustment. Feeling, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. Third and long, no secret what he needs here.
No.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Dances away from the heat. Will not
Say
get
something.
there. A fourth down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
I am.
First down here for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Well, it's not working.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.